Okay, everybody, we are back. Had a recording mishap. Started recording. My mic wasn't recording though, but we didn't miss much. So basically, this is the side we have gone with. Rotated side slightly, and that is because we have already qualified for the next stage on top of the table. So that's right. Zilla's resting. Still want to play Sanchez though, because you know, I don't know why. I don't know why I am. Could have rotated a bit more, I guess, but it is what it is. I still want to win. I want to keep my form up, the lads' form up, and you know, if we have a chance to win every single game in the group stage, that would be great. So we are chasing that just a bit. So now we have a free kick here just outside the area. A yellow card likely going to Antelic. No, just a warning. That's alright. Let's see if we can capitalize off of this free kick. Alexis Sanchez will stand over the ball. He puts it to Cazorla. Cazorla outside the area. Sanchez brings it back well. John Stones, he's already scored 3 goals, but he finds Pulisic, and Pulisic will score to put us up 1-0. Good to see from Christian Pulisic scoring from midfield there. First Arsenal goal, and John Stones with the assist. And John Stones, I think he's scored in each of his last 4 games or something like that, which is absolutely crazy. Maybe it's scored or assisted on, but nonetheless, for a centre-back, that is spectacular. So, here we are, we find ourselves up 1-0 at the moment. Not much time gone by, 4 minutes in, and really, we haven't had all that much of the ball. That was only our second shot for the game, but it's good to take a nice early lead. As you'll see here, a bit of a deflection. John Stones, though, pass it to Pulisic, who finds space, finds the bottom corner. Keeper probably should have done better. Just it was really poor possessioning there by Luxer. Now let's see if we can get a bit more in possession, because Dynamo, I'm going to say, have actually dominated possession. So we are only 10 minutes in, so I'm not going to make a rash decision, but it's something just to look at really coming into later on in the half. If it gets to halftime, we're still struggling with possession. It may be something to change during the halftime break. It's been even now, but I want to be dominating the ball here. 25 minutes in. Can we see the second here? Hector Bellerin. Take a ping, lad. Take a shot, Hector. Oh. It just absolutely skied that, didn't he, Hector? They haven't had a shot on target, but they've had a bit too much of the ball for my liking. So I think now is the time I'm going to make an instruction just to hold the ball a bit more, retain possession, be a bit smarter with it. So I'm going to do that. Look to hold, just get that possession stat up. Been doing well in the shots department, just haven't done well in the passing. So let's see if we can hold possession nicely here, which we are now. And that's a good change. So with the stacked midfield, and they've just really been looking to hold onto the ball a bit, Dynamo. And now let's counter that with that instruction. And that should bring us into half-time. We've been doing well. We can do better. I'm just going to say that the media's given you a lot of credit. Keep on going out there. And I'm going to tell Rashford that I'm not happy. I want to see Marcus Rashford really be explosive. See maybe a goal or 2 from him. Marky Rashford. That's really what I want to see from him. So, yeah, Renee Adelaide is coming forward. End of highlight. That was abrupt. So, thinking of changes, potentially Rashford. I would like to keep him on, see if he can get a goal. But other than that, El Neni's probably the only one likely to come in, probably for Sandy Cazorla. I just don't really see myself making a huge change here. Just don't see the need. So I am going to make a change. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Granit Xhaka up into midfield, El Neni into defensive midfield for Cazorla. That's a change I'm going to make. Just giving El Neni a good, 30 minutes off the bench. 35 minutes off the bench. Give him a good little run out. And that's the only change I really want to make. Potentially Sanchez as well, just to save his legs a bit. So around 70th minute, I'm thinking to do that. because it is only 1-0. Anything is possible. And he hasn't had the greatest game. Yep, I'm going to make that change now. I'm going to actually move Renee Adelaide to the inside forward spot and Iwobi to the wing position. So I'm going to do that. Welbeck, as you see, is on the bench. Hasn't really featured all that much. Has featured in cup games. And Rashford just has been disappointing, hasn't he? It's been very disappointing. I'll let him know after the game as well that he should be doing better. Player of his caliber, Marcus Rashford. We signed up for big money and he just hasn't performed. Hasn't performed to the levels we have been expecting. I mean, it's 7 goals and 13 appearances isn't all that shabby. But on the big stage, he hasn't been good enough. He hasn't been progressing as quickly as I'd like. And neither is Iwobi. Not sure how I'd fix that, but hey, sometimes that's the way it goes. Rashford is a professional player, is he not? He's ambitious. That may be hurting him a bit. Professional players tend to develop far quicker than non-professional personality players, I should say. Not their actual professional status, but I'm actually going to take Rashford off here, which means Danny Welbeck is going to get a run out. Rashford just hasn't been good enough and really deserves to come off. So that's the reason behind that change. And I'll just see out the game with this group. Obviously, I have no more changes left. John Stones, I would say, is man of the match. You could make an argument for Pulisic. But here, there's still 3 or so minutes left. And John Stones has committed a foul. And if that'll be a soft yellow card if he gets sent off here. And it looks like he is going to go to the locker room a few minutes earlier to John Stones. He's had some trouble with red cards. So that's frustrating. Luckily, I have all the pieces on the pitch right now to make the adequate change. I'm going to move Xhaka. Or El Neni. I think it's Xhaka back. Then I'm going to move Renee Adelaide into midfield. Move Iwobi over to the inside forward slot. So that's the change I'm going to make. Pretty bulk standard. As you would know by now. Looks like here we are. We're going to finish off at 1-0. Yes, that will just about seal it. Goal kick. 1-0 for Arsenal. Good result. Pleasing result. I felt there was a lot to be desired. I'm going to say calmly. Good win. I'm going to tell Rashford that he wasn't good enough. I'm going to tell Alexis Sanchez that he wasn't good enough. He's fired up. I'm going to praise Pulisic for his performance, which he does deserve it, really. John Stones isn't going to be praised for getting that red card, though. But yeah, there we go. John Stones, he'll come back in. It was 2 yellows. It wasn't like a straight red in the 10th minute. Cough, cough, Giroud. But yeah, it's been alright. So next time I'll see you is actually in the EFL Cup quarter-final against Manchester United. And, Ospina's injured. Which means he might not play in that EFL Cup final. We'll have to see there. But, I'll see you guys soon. Yo, what is up, everybody? We are back. And now we are versing Manchester United. So, looking at the schedule, played 1 game, 2-1 win against Leicester City. Marcus Rashford scoring the goals. Off the bench as well, with a very good display. This is a heavily rotated side. And, as you can see there, bang. A lot of youngsters. It's EFL Cup, and we have a very big schedule coming up. So, really, yeah, I chose that. I also wanted the youngsters to get a run out against a big competition, especially Martin Briggs. I think he's got spectacular potential. Joe Slade, maybe even for surprise, but other than that, mostly rotational players. And Ryan Davis, a goalkeeper who I think is going to improve a lot in the coming days. And it's really, I'm tempted not to sign a big goalkeeper because he is coming through rather quickly. So I'd like to keep on giving him opportunities. Now it's going to be United coming forward here. Pull Pogba. Brings it forward to Martial. Martial looking to get him behind. Per Mertesacker doesn't do very well. But fortunately it is wide. And I believe the goalkeeper would have had it anyway. Now it looks like another United highlight here. Di Maria. An interesting signing by United. And it's really just a changed team. But it's the same football, isn't it? Changed team, same football. Negative. But they've hit us in the counter there. Martial scoring the goal. It's not good, especially that we have the home tie. I'd like to keep this dominance over United going here. So that's a bit unsettling, really, isn't it? Now, in terms of bench depth, we have Sanchez to bring on. I'm considering being on half-time if we really need to. And it looks like Biggs just isn't performing, really. Biggs and Taggart being the two negative spots in the side. Welbeck playing against his former side as well. Hasn't been great. Now, if we can manage to steal this ball and get a goal, that would be huge. But it looks like it could be Martial. Pizzera puts it wide, fortunately. Now, it's just not pretty, is it? Not pretty so far. 1-0 down going into halftime. Change is definitely needed, and that change is going to be in the form of Biggs off for Alexis Sanchez. No, not you, Iwobi. Alexis Sanchez. And then here, this is going to go back to a winger on attack. Smith, hang back on wing back on support. Just one change I believe is needed right now. Taggart is going to stay off here until we are going to line up. So Alexis Sanchez coming on for Biggsy. And a change that's really just looking for the win in terms of developing youth. I'd like to keep our record against United going. So, obviously, I think this is, a game we should win. But at the same time, I want to make sure we keep on rotating 2 players and giving youth a chance to develop. So, that's why I was really torn here. But I still believe in the group that's out right now. I believe we have enough talent to get a win here. As Rene Adelaide loses it to Shaw. Disappointingly as well. Should have done better. But he poaches off a Shaw mistake. Danny Welbeck. Sergio Romero saves it. Oh dear. That's not good. Not good at all. Not good. Now Alexis Sanchez. Shot to Smith. Crosses it back in. Elneny heads it down. He fouled him. That is... It was a handball. I think that's rough. We would have had a very good goal scoring opportunity as well. Another change is needed. Welbeck hasn't been good enough. So I'm going to bring him off. I'm going to play Iwobi up top. Try something different. Keeping Alexis Sanchez out wide. It's something I think I could work with in the future. We'll see how it goes. Worst comes to worst, I'll just rotate them back. But really, we're starting to sniff now for a goal. This is where we should be really starting to push forward. To the point where I think we need to get more attacking. Now, there is actually a highlight. No, there wasn't. Oh dear. So I'm actually going to go on attacking. I'm going to turn that off. Be more expressive. Just a little tweak in terms of tactics. Definitely looking to get the ball forward more though. Which, is needed against a United side like this, who are just parking the bus ridiculously, really. Like, it's just negative Nancy football. And then Mourinho is going to get all up himself thinking he's done something amazing. Pulisic is going to come on here. Just doing a little change. Just to bring on more experience, more attacking-minded players as well. And... disappointing result, really, isn't it? Wayne Rooney coming on as well. And United have just parked the bus, haven't they? Yeah, far out. And United parking the bus, it worked in the end. I'm obviously going to get frustrated. But, like, if we just look at the analysis, action zones, is it? No, players, average position. I want to see that. Teams? Where does it show that? Average positions, here we go. For United. Just overall, and you can see how defensive they are without the ball. You can see how deep they are with the ball as well. Just so deep compared to us when they have the ball. Look at that. Without the ball, just so much more aggressive than United. It's just very, very frustrating, really, isn't it? Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video today. A slightly shorter one. Rob Holding has been impressive, actually, while I was on loan. Oh dear. Not going to comment on that. Come on. It's very disappointed. Players are determined. Could hold our heads high. Gives us a chance to concentrate our focus elsewhere. I thought we were better off. There we go. So Welbeck has just been so poor recently. Well, there you go, guys. We're out of the EFL Cup. It happens sometimes, but that is where things stand in terms of the other competition. We've won a trophy with the Community Shield, a bit of a nothing trophy. EFL Cup, bit of a nothing trophy as well there. But really, in terms of where it counts, we've done very well. In the league, top of the league. Brilliant. In terms of Champions League, top of our group, which is very good indeed. But guys, that is enough for today. So, I will see you all next time, where we will be playing against Moscow and probably Tottenham in a North London derby. And until then, have a great day. Peace.